Well, we're back again. And I didn't really plan on it, but first off, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Second off, thanks for dropping in. Finally, Tim K, Mogman, Andy Omar. You know what? This beef, let's talk about it for just a minute.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
All right, now, first off, a couple of disclaimers that have to be made. I have never met Tim K. I have never even corresponded with Tim K. I don't even subscribe to his channel, to be honest with you. And I don't subscribe to Tim, not because I don't like him. I don't subscribe to Tim because it's just not the material I want to see. It doesn't interest me that much. Although, apparently, it interests a lot of people, far more than our channel. That's for sure. With that being said, I have met Mogman and I've met his beautiful wife. I think her name is Christine. Arlen and I met them once. But that's not what this is about. This is not about a personality issue or about the truth or reality. It's not about that either. This is about how fast you could get fucked up. All right. Now, let's take a look at what's really happening here. Okay. What's really happening with this situation is that it's being alleged that defamation has occurred. And defamation is a big deal here in the Philippines. When you say something about a Filipino and it is not true, or it is offensive, or it causes them harm, mentally or physically. All right. When those things happen, you can get a case filed on you. It is a big deal. Now, in reality, we have to take a look at this and say, well, it's foreigner versus foreigner. No, it's not. In Tim's video, he makes it very clear that his wife is the one that's going to file the case, that they're gathering information. Let me preface all this. First off, Tim released a video a couple of hours ago. I saw it, and then I wanted to think about it because me making a statement about it is a little bit unfair because I know one of the parties. Actually, I've met Andy Omar as well. So I know two of the parties personally. Now, they're not best friends. We don't go out to dinner. We don't live on the same areas, nothing like that. Okay? But I do know them. So, how do I say something about it that's biased or not biased? Well, in this instance, it has nothing to do with what's true, not true, or anything. What happens here is the gravity of the issue. The gravity of the issue here is just how fast you can get in a little trouble that turns into a lot of trouble. If indeed, and I hope that Tim's subscribers will comment, and I hope everybody will comment because I want to know what you think about it. This is an example of what happens. Now you have, or possibly will have, all right, a Filipino citizen making a case that is, or trying to make a case that is in compliance with what the Philippines laws are with respect to mental anguish, with respect to physical issues, with respect to defamation, slander. I mean, you can name all kinds of things. All right. But that's what Tim wants. In the video that he released this morning, it came up on my feed, and I'm not even a subscriber. But with that being said, with the video that he released this morning, he's asking subscribers, viewers, people that are out there, if you have information, if you have this, if you have that, all right, then in turn, well, you know what? We would appreciate you sending it to us because Chrissy is putting this stuff together to file a case. If Chrissy files a case, now Chrissy is his wife, all right? If Chrissy files a case, that's a Filipino citizen filing a case against these other two bloggers, Mogman and Andy Omar. Mogman and Andy Omar are not Filipino citizens, to the best of my knowledge. All right, I'm 99% sure they're not Filipino citizens, but maybe through some special thing they became Philippine citizens. Maybe I don't know. You know what? Again, just don't know. But let's make that assumption that they're not Philippine citizens. The amount of trouble that comes of this could possibly be or have tremendous impact on their lives. Now, let's think about that. In this particular instance, all right, what I'm trying to do is show you just how fast shit can go downhill. All right. Here's Mogman, who's married to a wonderful young lady. I mean, I met Christine, and quite honestly, she was very, very charming, and she was very, very nice to my wife. All right. I've met Andy. I don't know whether Andy's married or not, or partnered or anything, but we met Andy as well. That being said, they could possibly get, at a minimum, they could get banned from the Philippines. They could get blacklisted. They could commit a crime as if they can get convicted of committing a crime. I mean, the ramifications are huge. There could be fines. There could be jail. There could be getting deported, blacklisted. I mean, now we're going on somebody's family. Now, at the same time, it's alleged that that cases have been filed on Tim by a Filipino. All right. So, I mean, now it's getting rough. So I think what I'm trying to get at here is that we'll have to wait and see. I'm not picking a side on either of these things because basically I don't want to get involved in the drama. But we will wait and see because it will be obviously all over YouTube. All right. And then number two, what's even more important is to wait and see what happens, what actually happens, and what people have to go through. Hiring attorneys, spending money in the legal system. There's just all kinds of stuff here. Personally, I feel bad for both of them. And I feel bad because there's children and family involved. And anytime there's children and family involved, it gets ugly. I'm not saying one is right and the other is wrong. All I'm saying is it's a representation of how bad things can get when you can't learn how to shut your mouth. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that any of these allegations are true. All right? And I'm not saying how it impacted them because I don't know. And I'm not a lawyer by any way, shape, or means. Okay? I don't have a legal foot to stand on. What I can say is this is how things get ugly. So pay attention. Every one of you, you're not a citizen of this country. You may be a resident. You may be a full-time resident. Okay? You may be a permanent resident, but you're not a citizen. And when you're not a citizen, you have laws and rules that have to be abided by. That's all I can say. Below, I want your comments. I want to know what you think. Do you even know these people? And if you do know them, I don't want opinions on their personalities. What I'm looking for is opinions to just how ugly can this get. All right? What do you think? Do you think it can get ugly? And what would you do? How would you handle it? Let's hear about it. Let's get the comments in and find out. Otherwise, thanks. Have a great day.